Hi guys, welcome back to my amazing kitchen. My name is Abba. In today's video, we are making some tatale, but probably not the way you know it. So come along and let's get right into it. So this is some black-eyed peas that I have soaked for a couple of hours. You don't need to soak it, but it cuts down on your cooking time. First, I'm quickly going to rinse my soaked beans and then transfer this into my cooking pot. Next, I'm going to add enough water to cover my beans and then transfer it to my stove and bring it to a boil. I'm going to cook my beans covered for about 30 minutes on high heat. So whilst my beans is cooking, I have here some ginger, Scotch bonnet, a green chilli, some garlic and some onions. I'm going to transfer all of this into a blender and add about a tablespoon of water and then blend this until it becomes smoothish. It doesn't have to be very smooth, but it should be well broken down. Now transfer this into a bowl and set it aside for later. So to make the tatale, I have here some overripe plantain, and that's actually what you want for your tatale. I don't have enough, so I'm going to add one very ripe plantain to it. So tatale, or tatal as we fancies call it, can be described as plantain cakes or plantain pancakes or plantain fritters if you don't know what it is. So in my earthenware or my asanka or apotoyuwa, I'm going to add half of our blended mixture. And to that, I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of my homemade Kelewele spice. If you don't have Kelewele spice, you can add some African nutmeg, some cloves, and some grains of selim, which is wintia. Go ahead and add your salt and grind it together. If you don't have an asanka, you can do this in a food processor, which is even way quicker, but using an asanka is the authentic way of making tatale. Personally, I also believe that when you use the asanka, it gives you a better texture than when you use your food processor. So anyways, you want to go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour after your plantain is well mashed. After mixing in the 2 tablespoons of flour, I realized it needs a little bit more, so I'm going to add an extra tablespoon, and this is just perfect. I'm going to set it aside and check on my beans. So at this time, the beans is slightly softened but not fully cooked. But it is the perfect time to season the beans, and we are going to do that with the remaining blended mixture of garlic, ginger, onions, and pepper. Also, I'm going to add some salted fish, which is Koobi, to my beans, and I picked up this idea from Kwanchua's kitchen. I watched a video of hers where she seasoned her beans with some momone. I don't have momone, and so I'm using Koobi instead. Add enough water if necessary and allow this to cook. Now back to the tatale. Here I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of some palm oil to our plantain mixture and some chopped spring onions as well. Adding the palm oil is totally optional, but it gives you that authentic tatale flavor. In total, I added about 4 tablespoons of palm oil. So normally you would just go ahead and fry your plantain mixture in your frying pan, but this year we are working smart and not hard, so we are going to be using our waffle maker. Brush your waffle maker with some oil or palm oil, scoop some of your mixture onto it, and allow your waffle maker to do the magic. Every waffle maker works differently, so be sure to read the instructions. I'm going to set mine to medium so it can take its time to cook. So this is about 4 minutes later and our first tatale is made. I guess we can call this plantain waffle now. Now just look at how gorgeous this looks. I love how the palm oil gives this a very beautiful golden color. Now continue cooking your tatale until all your mashed plantain is used up. You can keep your tatale under a clean napkin to keep it warm whilst you wait. So whilst the tatale is cooking, I'm going to check back on my beans, and this time around it is perfectly cooked. I take out the bones of the Koobi and taste to adjust the seasoning. It needed a little bit of salt, just a little bit because the Koobi is salted. And now my secret to a very smooth and velvety beans, cornstarch slurry. That is 2 teaspoons of cornstarch to 2 tablespoons of water I just mixed and added it to my beans. Yes, I know this is not a very authentic and traditional way of cooking beans, but it works. It will make your beans very silky and velvety, especially if you are not going to add palm oil. You can also scoop about 2 tablespoons of the beans, mash it and add it back to the pot. It will give you that same effect, but I don't like mushy beans, so the cornstarch works for me. And here we are with our plantain waffles and our beans. Very nutritious and healthy meal. You can even omit the salted tilapia or Koobi and make this meal vegan. Well, all we can do now is to enjoy this bowl of deliciousness. To be honest, this meal doesn't even need the fork and knife. So, until I come your way next time with another amazingly delicious recipe, thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye!